Hello, and thank you for your interest in the Higher Certificate in Food Science and Management course here at TU Dublin City Campus. I am David O'Connor. I'm the Programme Chair for the course, and in this short presentation, I'm going to give you some information about how you can apply for the course, what the course is like in terms of content and students, and indeed what you can do after the course. So first of all, you can apply through the Leaving Certificate. So you fill out your CAO application as normal. In terms of the entry requirements for the course, you don't need honour subjects, but you do need to get a level 6, or indeed a H7 in one of the sciences of physics and chemistry, biology, agricultural science, or home economics. So you need one of those sciences to gain entry to the course. Alternatively, you can come in through the FETAC or the PLC route. So please have a look at the website here, and this will give you more information on how to do that. Lastly, we have an advanced entry route. And in this case, we recognize that many graduates are people who have had a career beforehand, who have experience in the food industry or food-related industry, are people who would like to come and do a high certificate in food science and management. They can apply for entry to an advanced level, so they can either come in level in year 1 or year 2, but normally it is year 1, and they can come in through the CAO. So they have to fill a CAO application, and we hold interviews to consider them in terms of entry to the course. So what's the course like? Well, first of all, the students are of different ages. We have students who've come directly from the Leaving Certificate, and we have mature students. We have a good mixture of students and life experiences in the course, and they get on very, very well together. The course is 2 years long. It starts with a foundation year, and then we build up to more advanced studies in year 2. We deliberately have small classes, so we have a maximum of 30 students per class. So the students get to know each other, and indeed they get to know staff, and staff get to know students. So it's a very good and friendly atmosphere in doing the course. You do lectures and classes, and indeed you do laboratory practicals where you learn laboratory techniques and become expert in particular areas. It's taught at level 6. You will have classes with level 6 students, and indeed some classes you will have with level 8 students, some of the degree students who are doing the same module as you. One of the questions I get asked many times is, what if I haven't done other sciences before? For example, chemistry, you might not have done that in your Leaving Certificate. Well, we start all of our sciences from the very, very beginning. It is an advantage if you've done it before, but we have very good lecturers and students do very well studying the different sciences. In year 1, we do 2 biology modules. So we have cellular biology and systems biology. So learning about cells, we learn about the body systems and so on. Then chemistry, inorganic and organic chemistry. Then you have computer applications and digital skills, as you can imagine, being very important. Then you do your first microbiology module, which is an introductory microbiology module. Then you also do your first business module, business management and marketing. Then you do mathematics for food scientists, you do occupational safety and health management, and nutrition. You also do food processing and preservation, and then applied food science communications. So these are all the fundamentals that you would need in terms of getting involved in food science and management. Then in year 2, you do more advanced courses. So you do a food science and management project, which is a year-long project, semester 1 and 2. This is where you take a concept, a food concept. You then try out different variations of that in ingredients and so on in the kitchens. You then have sensory trials, you have cost analysis, you have sensory trials, and then you will have the marketing and so on from those, the actual project that you come up with. We've had a lot of feedback from external bodies and from external examiners who are all very, very impressed with this module in terms of the experience it gives the students to set up their own industry afterwards. You've also got animal product technology and food microbiology. You then do introduction to food science and analysis. You need the biology and chemistry modules from first year before you can do this. Then you do fundamentals of sensory evaluation, business finance, quality and hygiene systems, and then food ingredients and consumer food. Then kitchen and larder 1, where you learn particular kitchen techniques. Then horticultural product technology and food product regulatory affairs. So I think that you can see that you start from a basic level in terms of the sciences, but you then master all of the modules that you would need to become an entry-level food scientist, or indeed to set up your own business. So that is where I would like you to think about what you'd like to do afterwards. You can go directly into an industry as an entry-level management in food industry, or indeed as entry-level food scientist, or product development, or you can become involved in market research, quality control. But one of the things that we encourage our students from day one in year one is to consider setting up their own industry. They may have an idea in mind and so on, and they can then have the expertise at the end of their higher certificate in food science and management in order to set up their own industry. An alternative that they can do is if they're not ready to do that, or they'd like to specialize in some other area, they can apply for advanced entry into one of our degree programs. The higher certificate in food science and management takes place in the School of Food Science and Environmental Health. And there are a number of degrees that students can apply to for advanced entry into after they've finished their TU645 higher certificate. If they gain sufficiently high grades in the TU645, they can apply for entry to go into year 2 of some of these degree programs. And it depends on place availability in terms of whether they will gain a place. So they fill out a form where they put out their priorities in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And hopefully they will gain their first choice to enter the degree of their choice. But if not, they will be offered a position in one of the other degrees. So those degrees are the TU882 degree, which is BSc in Nutraceuticals and Health and Nutrition, TU881, which is a BSc in Food Innovation, TU869, which is a BSc in Environmental Health, and TU944, which is a BSc in Culinary Sciences. One of the things I'd ask you to be careful about is filling out your CAO form. So what I advise you to do is put the degree of your choice in the level 8 column of your CAO form, if that is what you decide to do. A number of people are not sure exactly what they would like to do, so they often would apply for a course like this, so they get a taster, no pun intended, of food science and management. If they like that, they can go into industry, or indeed they can then apply to study one of the more advanced degrees. So with that in mind, I'd suggest you put TU645 as the first choice in the level 6 and 7 column of your CAO form. We've had a number of students who could have gone directly into their degree programs with their leaving certificate results, but they've actually chosen to come into TU645 first of all for the 2 years, then gain their higher certificate in food science and management, and then with 3 more years, they then gain a degree if they're successful in getting into one of the degree programs. So they have a higher certificate in food science and management, and then a degree in either nutraceuticals, food innovation, environmental health, or indeed culinary science. And employers very much like the extra qualifications, the extra experience, and the extra maturity of those graduates. So if you'd like to know more, please do look at the website, as you can see here. This will give you more background information of the course and how to apply, VTAC, and so on. Otherwise, you can email me directly at david.i.o'connor@tu.ie, or just simply click on the icon there, which will take you to websites to give you more information. So thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you or hearing from you, and to seeing you on the course, hopefully.